In a quiet village hidden deep within the misty green mountains, lived an elderly woman named Amma. Amma lived a very modest life. She didn't have a big television, a fast car, or a fancy house. But if you saw her face, she always had a soft, peaceful smile. Her best friend was a gentle black goat named Lara. Every morning, Lara would wake Amma up with a soft "ma" and a gentle nudge of her head. Amma would laugh, pat Lara's silky ears and say, "Good morning, my dear friend. Are you ready for the day?" Amma's life was like a slow, beautiful song. She grew her own spinach and carrots, drank tea made from wild herbs, and spun wool into warm blankets. Once a day, she milked Lara. Lara gave exactly 1 pail of milk. It was just enough for Amma's morning tea and a small piece of cheese for dinner. Amma was perfectly happy. She often whispered to the goat, "1 pail is plenty, Lara. We have everything we need." One sunny spring morning, something changed. To Amma's surprise, Lara gave 2 full pails of rich, creamy milk. Amma thanked Lara and took the extra pail to the village market. She traded it for a small jar of sweet honey and some soft cotton cloth. Soon, Lara began giving 2 pails every single day. The news spread through the village like wildfire. Neighbors started gathering at Amma's wooden gate. "Amma!" cried one neighbor. "You are lucky. You should buy 5 more goats. If you feed Lara special grains, she might give 3 pails or even 4. You could start a huge dairy business and become the richest woman in the valley." Amma simply smiled and shook her head. "Lara gives what she can, and I take only what I need," she replied calmly. Amma didn't buy more goats. Instead, she stayed with just Lara. She kept 1 pail for herself and began to give the rest away. She left a jar of milk on the doorstep of a family with a new baby. She brought fresh cheese to the old man who lived alone at the end of the path. She gave bowls of yogurt to the children at the local school. The villagers were confused. "Why give it away for free?" they asked. But they began to call her Milk Amma, with great love. Then the weather turned dark. Heavy summer rains fell for 10 days without stopping. The rivers overflowed, bridges washed away, and the mountain paths turned into thick, sticky mud. The other goats in the village became stressed and weak. They stopped giving milk entirely. Food became scarce, and many families began to feel the pinch of hunger. But Lara was different. Because she was treated with love and never pushed to produce too much, she stayed strong and healthy. Every day through the wind and rain, Lara continued to give her steady pails of milk. Amma had been wise. She had saved and fermented the extra milk into yogurt and hard cheese. During the weeks of the flood, Amma's small kitchen became the heart of the village. She shared everything she had. No one went hungry because Amma had enough for everyone. When the sun finally came out and the floods receded, the villagers gathered to thank her. One man asked, "Amma, why didn't you sell the milk when you had the chance? You could have been wealthy today." Amma stroked Lara's head as the goat nuzzled her hand affectionately. She looked at the happy, healthy faces of her neighbors and said, "True joy isn't in gathering everything you can. It is in cherishing what you have, caring for it deeply, and sharing it when others need it most." Lara and I, we are content with enough. From that day on, the villagers realized that happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from having a grateful heart and open hands.